Hey, this is Sandy.
And Randy.
And we're here on AT Corner.
Being an athlete trainer comes with ups and downs, and we're here to showcase it all.
Join us as we share our world in sports medicine.
Welcome back to another episode of AT Corner. We are back from our break for this week's story episode to be about gift giving.
Well, there you go. There's your gift to them.
That's
some fancy sound effects.
Without machine. This is just all natural right here.
Yeah, who needs a mixer?
I mean, I would not be opposed.
We'll see.
Maybe.
So yes, we are talking about gift giving. We are talking about gift giving with coworkers, with admin, with coaches, with students, with your family, your friends. I feel like this is actually, we didn't get
the AT gift guide.
Yeah, there you go. But well, I was gonna say that, but then also like not really, because I didn't ask specific gift ideas.
Okay. I don't know, man. I feel like you're an AT when you ask for AT things for Christmas. I've done that before.
Well, I think that's more of like oh, here are your favorite things, but they would also make good gifts.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Or I think we've done a gift guide in the past. It's one of our older episodes.
Ooh, throwback.
I know. I don't know how similar this one is, but I guess we'll see.
I mean, off the top of my head, this seems like it will be unique.
I think so too, because I didn't ask specifically, like, you know how like preceptors and students like sometimes give gifts? I did ask this on our story, and I asked about if you exchange gifts with your students, because I know like I've had students who I haven't with, and they haven't with me, and then I know that I've had students who we both have, and I've also had preceptors who, I mean, we've all had preceptors, I think, that kind of like have either given us a gift or we've given a gift.
Yes.
Yes. I don't think there's like necessarily a proper etiquette on that.
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm trying to think. When I was a student, I mean, most of the time we gave gifts to the preceptors as a thank you. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've had a preceptor give me things before. Like I still have a pair of scissors that I got.
My first gift was a pair of scissors too.
They're legit scissors too.
I still use them.
That's right. Yeah, I still have mine.
Actually, one
in my
is
kit.
super, super dull, and so I just have it for looks.
I do need to sharpen it. The one that I have is a little dull. It only cuts now at the very tip. All sorts of sounds today.
I know, you're just
very soundy
You're
today.
Just bringing it. So I did ask this. About 8% of people said yes, I give the same gift to my students every time. Only 8%.
Oh, interesting. I wonder what it is.
I thought that was surprising because every semester I give the same gift.
Yeah.
So
you're one of the 8%.
I am one of the 8%. I mean, I didn't vote, but maybe I'll make it 9%.
Oh, maybe. You might.
29% also said yes, but they said they do different gifts each time.
Oh, cool.
Which I thought that was kind of cool, like a little personalized.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
A lot of work.
Oh, man, now I feel like I need to do better. I feel like I need to do gifts for my students.
Do you do gifts?
No.
Like, do you take them to lunch or anything? You've taken them to...
I've gotten food.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but not like a gift.
I've had...
I mean, I guess for a college student, food is kind of a gift.
Well, that's what I'm thinking too, is like when I think of college students, I'm like, oh, you have no money. Why are you getting your preceptor a gift? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, like, I get it, like, as a thank you.
Yeah.
Like, a thank you card would suffice.
Yeah.
You know?
Actually, cards are pretty dope.
Yeah.
I have all mine hung up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, whether it's the from either athletes or students. I have them hung up in the office.
I have a box.
That's nice. I do have a box at home, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a that one's a throwback. That was actually for my first job as a certified.
Your box?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about, actually.
It was that spring internship I took when I first got certified. At the end of the year, the athletes brought a box with nice handwritten cards in it.
Oh, that's nice.
It was very nice. And a shirt. I did get a shirt.
That's nice. I feel like gear is kind of...
Any AT loves gear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anytime you can get gear, that's a big
We
plus.
do have some gear later on in the episode.
Yes.
Do you exchange gifts with your coworkers?
We have not. Yeah. So far, we have not.
I think it depends.
I mean, it's been a year with my coworker, so
yeah.
So maybe this year, I don't know.
I think that my coworkers have always been my friends.
Yeah.
So I don't see them just as coworkers, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
it
really
makes
nice.
a better work environment.
It does. It makes it a fun work environment.
But anyway, 18% said they do.
Oh, that's cool.
But
that's fun.
44% said sometimes, which I thought was pretty accurate. Because I feel like...
Depends if you remember.
I could see it like sometimes not. I know a couple years ago, I didn't know... It was my first year at the a job, and our department just came by and like brought by cookies and mugs and sweets and like little things, and
little
I
trinkets.
did not bring anything, and I was like, oh no,
I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know our whole department exchanged gifts. That is good to know. So then the next year
walked out like, man, what a Scrooge.
I know, seriously. I was like, oops, sorry guys, I just got this job. I'm new here. So that's why I asked about the admin gifts, because like I used to exchange gifts with my admin. But only 5% of people said they exchange with their admin. 5% of people said they exchange with their coaches. 10% people said both. Nice. And 80% said neither.
Oh, interesting. I do have to say, we do a department, like we have a Christmas like lunch during the day. And then we do a secret, or not a white elephant. Yeah, at lunch.
Like what kind of white elephant? Because I'm very particular about what white elephant means to people.
Neutral.
What does that mean?
It's not like, oh, these are really cool gifts, but it's also not like, yeah, these are just gag gifts, right? It's
That's not a white elephant.
Like some are like a little funny, but then there's something like actually kind of nice with it. So it's
that's not a white elephant.
It's neutral.
That's a gift exchange.
It's
elephant.
It's neutral.
A white elephant is either gag gifts or like funny gifts. That's the whole point.
Okay, well, some of them are funny.
Okay, but
they're somewhat useful.
It can't be.
I mean, I got a
them.
Bobblehead.
That's
on my last one. That was really cool.
Okay.
It was great for my desk. But so there's that, and then we do at the end of the semester we do throw like a dinner, or not dinner, like a lunch thing for our students. The ones that are leaving, we say thank you.
Do you do that every semester?
Every semester. Ours is coming up. A couple weeks, I think. I gotta figure out what I'm making.
We're doing our Christmas party this weekend.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Holiday, I guess. Holiday party.
Nice. That's fun.
We do a gift exchange.
Dope.
Yep.
Nice.
And I'm not gonna. Oh, students who are listening. I don't know if any of my students listen. I think some of them do.
Oh, don't give it away.
Well, okay, just fast forward like 1 minute, or just listen to this like after Saturday, because don't
listen to this right away.
I'm about to spoil this gift. So what I do for each of my MSAT students each semester, I give them a box with a picture on top, and the picture is like one of their action pictures like during the season.
Oh, that's cool.
And I give it to them and I tell them, this is going to be your box that is all your memories and all your like anything that you get when you're an athletic trainer or as an athletic training student, like so far in your journey. This is one place to keep all, like a keepsake box. And this is where, when you're having a bad day, or when you're like questioning why you're an athletic trainer, or you can't remember how far you've come, I want you to go back to this box and remember your why. Like, this is everything that is...
That's really nice.
Yeah. Because you have bad days as athletic trainers.
Yeah, of course.
So in the box, I usually write a thank you card or something like for them to start their box. This year I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm super excited about it. I'm getting cards that have... or just like an index card, and I'm going to write their name on it, and I'm going to give them to each student to write their favorite thing about that person.
Nice.
So then at the end, they're going to get like 10 things, like from people who are their favorite things. I might get the athletes in on it. We'll see.
That could create chaos.
Also, like, I don't know if they're going to be around.
Yeah.
So We'll see.
It's at end of the semester time.
It was kind of like I've done it for every single student that I've had except for my very first student. And I'm going to, and I got like, it started as one idea, but then I think actually from the podcast, and I can't remember who it is, but I think it was someone from our first episode, or not first episode, our first gift giving episode. I think I like molded that from
sweet.
them.
That's cool.
So like I had started with one idea and then like kind of like brought it in with, so gift giving did make an impact somehow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay, students, you can listen again.
There we go.
But I really like the idea of like pictures and collages and stuff. Like I know one of my final preceptors got me or she does it with every student. She did a collage of action shots of that, and then she would take us out to dinner.
Oh, that's cool. That's really nice. Again, going back to free food. always goes back to free food for the students. Yeah, I had a lot of I would say a lot of my preceptors did that. We always had like meals, either brought in or they would take us out to dinner. But we had a lot of food. Yeah,
I mean, I feel like it's also pretty simple.
It's simple, and plus it's a nice bonding time.
Right, social. It's good social time, and everyone needs to
eat. Networking.
Important. One of my preceptors, Haley, my first preceptor, she got the team to sign a little thank you card.
Oh, that's cool.
And they wrote all little things. I know I've shared this before. I got a little poem from one of my...
Oh, yes, you did.
From one of my football athletes.
I forgot about that.
That was probably one of my favorite gifts. One of my other favorite gifts is when I was leaving my last job, I got a baseball that was signed by the team. I mean, That's cool. I asked for it at the same time as my coach was like, oh, I was going to do that anyway. So I was like, all right, well, perfect.
Yeah, leaving my last job, I got a signed picture from my women's soccer team.
Oh, I like that.
It was really cool. It was really nice.
I like that.
They all had like nice things to say written on it, and yeah, it was good. It was really cool.
I feel like picture collages are the best. Like I have some up in my office, like me and my former co-head. We have some like collages.
Yeah.
I just really like pictures.
Yeah. Big time.
What would you say those are your favorite gifts? The ones that you named? I feel like you've gotten a lot of gifts. I feel like the gifts that I've been given from my athletes I get a lot of food. Like my athletes,
get a lot of food.
They will buy me food or they'll make me food.
I mean, my athletes do offer me lunch almost every day right now. Yeah. Hey, we're going here. Do you want some? I'm like, nah, I'm okay, guys. But
no, they don't even ask me. They just like. I think that's their way of like, here, thank you.
I mean, the signed picture was cool, but then one of my cross country teams did a signed picture too, and that was really dope. I think those two are definitely one of my favorites. But we can't forget the honorable mention of the time one of my athletes was on their run, found a rock, and handed it to me and said, "This reminded me of you."
Oh.
And it was just
you're their rock.
I guess it was just I still have the rock.
Is it in your box?
No, it's in my office somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Just a random rock.
Okay, I'll take it.
Honorable mention right there. I'm never gonna forget that day.
That's nice.
It was very nice. It was very thoughtful.
I just posted actually yesterday.
Oh yeah. Okay. The duck bow tie, thank you for reminding me, is actually really up there. That was really cool. I love the duck bow tie. They were so jazzed. They're like, you have to wear it on our last game. I'm like, don't worry, I will.
Your volleyball kids?
My volleyball kids.
And your ducks.
Yep, I have a collection of ducks within my athletic training room. Right now, they line the windowsill, but people always ask, well, what happens when it fills the windowsill? I'm like, don't worry. We will always have a place for ducks.
You could tape them on the walls.
I could do that. Oh, yeah. There's plenty of things I can do with these ducks.
Mm-hmm.
My room is always duck safe.
So that's why I started this story episode with a duck story.
Okay.
So Rosie P said, in our ATR, we have a collection of rubber ducks.
Rosie P, you are awesome.
I knew you would love this.
You are this best idea. Ducks rock. Yes.
And we also had a tradition during football season called Fun Sock Friday. So as a Christmas gift, I got a pair of socks with rubber ducks all over them.
Oh, that's cool. That's fun.
Isn't that like so personal and like thoughtful?
Uh-huh.
They're always going to think of that rotation. Or...
Oh, yeah. That's pretty funny.
Or that job.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's true.
That is one thing that I think is underrated. Like, Randy and I wear fun socks every single day. And
every day.
I think that fun socks are a great gift.
Mm-hmm.
You've gotten a lot of socks. I don't think I've ever gotten socks.
I've gotten socks.
From athletes.
I have gotten socks from athletes.
You've
before.
gotten a lot.
Yeah. Nice.
Socks are a great gift. Meghan L said a Stanley with my name engraved on it. My volleyball girls gave it to me with the logo on the other side. It was a thank you for helping them get to state playoffs. It is super cute. They filled it with chocolate and they each wrote a thank you note.
Oh, that's really nice.
I know, so nice.
Man, an engraved Stanley, that's pretty big time.
I know. That is really awesome.
That's wild. That's awesome. That's really cool.
You know, I think we talked about this last time, but engraved Super Pros. I've heard that as a gift too. Cool. And I was actually going to do this for you, and then I was like, how am I going to get your scissors?
Yeah, that's fair. You just ask.
Can I have your scissors so I can surprise you?
Yes. 100%. Always.
You want to read this next one?
Yes,
Katie
this one's
L.
by Katie L. My student aides hand-painted a cowbell to look like our soccer stadium when I left to start my PhD. Now it sits on my desk, and everyone's always admiring it. That's pretty cool. That's unique. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's like done by hand. That's really cool.
I know.
That's really cool.
I know. That is really cool. Okay, last of the favorite gifts are Gem from Jen.
Gem from Jen?
This is really sweet. She said she got a pair of earrings because it was the day of the mom.
Aww.
Mother's Day.
Aww. The day of the mom.
I know.
That's pretty funny.
Sweet? So the rest of this episode, I did break up into kind of like different ideas of...
different genres of gifts?
Yeah, I guess. Like for athletic trainers, like what is something that you kind of think of, right? Like something for their kit.
Something very practical all the time.
Something made by ATs. Okay. I feel like that's a good... And then I just put some kits in general because nice. I feel like that's when people ask about like, you know, when people are like, oh, what do you want for Christmas? And or what do you want for whatever? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like a kit is a good thing to ask for.
Oh, always.
Or something to stay warm. So we'll talk about those.
That's true.
A lot of people had a lot to weigh in on those.
The stay warm, though, man, when you're an indoor AT, you know.
It gets cold in the gym sometimes.
My gym is very cold.
My last gym was freezing.
Yeah, it's freezing. But ain't no elements.
Just the AC.
Just the AC. We can fight that. We can fight with that.
Okay, so favorite thing in your AT kit. I did ask that because I figured those would probably be good gifts.
Yes.
You know? A couple people actually a lot of people responded with tackle boxes.
Okay, that's fair.
Which I feel like last time we did a story episode about kits, and I feel like I don't remember anyone talking about tackle boxes, but I think we got like 4 or 5 people who talked about tackle boxes.
Nice.
Yeah, so, and people said that honestly they just put like meds, Stiptic, Steri strips, benzoin tincture,
nice.
Like just different like little things that would nose plugs, little things that would like fall out in the kit. They just put all in one.
Nice. Which
kind of reminds me of, I use these clear pouches and they're Mueller. I don't know. You got them somewhere.
From a conference a while ago.
And I posted a link for them somewhere, but I know Amazon has a couple of different clear pouches too that are different color coded ones. That kind of look like, I know whenever I post my kit, people ask about the clear pouches. Those ones came with the kit, but there are some separate like flat clear pouches that I use that I love. And I have one for gauze specifically.
Nice.
And then I have one for steri strips. So it literally has like everything I need if I need a steri strip.
Yeah.
So like the tweezers, the Q-tips, the steri strips, the little scissors, the sticky, like literally I could just grab that and I can go steri strip, which was really helpful when I had to steri strip like as quick as I could for baseball real quick. To just grab that kit, and then it was like really simple.
Yeah.
So same thing, I think, like a tackle box. Mine fits in the front of my kit, so
that's nice.
It was a lot easier probably for me to have that. But like a tackle box is like, that's so smart with like the little compartments and stuff.
For sure.
Someone said they bring it on their bus.
Smart. It's a good idea because I mean all the time, right? Like your kit's usually at the underside of the bus, so then if you really need something, you're like, oh, we gotta wait till we get there.
So speaking of also gauze, Meghan M said a gauze holder in her kit.
Hey, I got one.
You do. You do.
It was you made it.
I did.
It's one of my favorite things in my kit. Everyone talks about it all the time. Usually because it's a Star Wars one. Star Wars fabric. Everyone who knows is that, oh, you like Star Wars? I'm like, yes.
Honestly, I think I got the pattern. I think it was a diaper kit.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was.
For
which
like
gauze diapers,
wet wipes and something else.
That's right.
But Meghan M uses a 30-ounce cracker food storage container. And she said they miraculously fit in sideline packs so your packs of gauze don't get soaked when you're standing at practice or matches for 2 hours in rain.
Nice. That's awesome.
Which I think we all need that.
Yeah.
I mean, yours would not withstand the rain.
Hey, good thing I don't deal with that anymore.
You're right. You're indoor.
I'm indoor. But yeah, usually, I remember the outdoor life, man. I had to make sure that thing was under and easy up. Yes.
So actually speaking of, and we didn't get a single one this time. I was very surprised. But last time, I'm just remembering this. I feel like we had a bunch of people who were swearing by foo bags. Because
yeah, you're right. You're right. I remember that.
Which are like waterproof, like covers, I think, for your bags. I don't have one. I've never seen one in the flesh. But I know a lot of people were talking about that last time. So that might be a good addition to your kit. Also a multi-tool.
Yeah, that's a very AT thing.
Right. I need one. I think that's on my list this year. Stephen T said a Gerber multi-tool. It has scissors, pocket knife, flathead, Phillips screwdriver, and pliers. I've had it with me for over 20 years in the military and now as an athletic trainer.
Nice.
I think that's the thing that's holding me back is like there's so many options of multi-tools. And each one has different things in it. I've never looked into the Gerber multi-tool, but I mean those all sound like solid options.
Good things to have.
Right. I think the pliers, like that's a really
always. Again, especially if you're working around easy ups. Yeah, multiple times I've had to get the pliers out to help do something with the easy up.
Interesting. A couple of people also said Weatherman trauma shears. I feel like it's not as overwhelming as last time we did this.
Yeah, that was big a few years ago.
It was.
That was big. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone wanted one.
Seatbelt cutters.
Yeah, which I think some of the Weathermans do come with seatbelt cutters.
Oh, really?
Yes. But you're right, seatbelt cutters.
My coworker gets a multi-tool pen.
That's
for
cool.
everyone. It's like a screwdriver. Like you open it, there's like a screwdriver. There's like the pen light, which actually it's super bright, so you can't really use it as a pen light. It's more like a flashlight. There's like the window breaker on one side.
Nice.
There's it's a pen.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is very AT ready.
Yeah, and actually the little window breaker part is perfect for the little quick release on the helmets.
Oh,
for the face mask.
Nice.
That's
awesome.
For, yeah. Okay, so I also really like this next one. So Sharona M said a sewing kit is her favorite in her kit.
It's fair.
So she said, I've used it to sew or reinforce captain's letters and jerseys. I've used it to sew up a rip in the back of a swimmer's fast skin right before her race. I've used it for a quick fix for hockey shin pad straps.
Nice. That's cool.
I wouldn't even thought of this. We totally have a sewing kit in the in our clinic.
Nice.
It is so I've used it a couple times already in the last 6 months.
Nice.
First of all, my kit started to rip, so
I was gonna say it's perfect to save the kit.
Right. I like my little fanny pack. I need to stitch that up. So annoying.
I need mine stitched too.
You want me to do that?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Where the strap, you know how like for the strap, like it has the padded part. The padded part, the cover of it's starting to tear, so the little pad inside is starting to come out.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Well, that's what sewing kits are for.
Yeah, that's right. And I don't know how to do that.
One of my football athlete's gloves.
Oh.
His thumb like split open. They all split open, but he was like, "Can you fix this?" And I was like, "Actually, yes."
Yes, I can.
Actually, yes, I can.
Usually when I get asked that, it's like I can throw some tape on it. Maybe it'll stay.
That's what we mostly do.
Yeah.
Like here, the tape ends are over there. All right, so speaking of kits and stuff you can put on kits, we would be amiss if we didn't talk about Nexus.
Oh, of course. A lot of accessories.
Right. So Nexus has like obviously their DV2, and their Fireflies, which we just got waiting on in the mail.
Yep, ordered them, ready to go. I'm excited. I've been amped for the Firefly.
I know, we check every day. And then they also have patches. We have not gotten patches for our fronts yet.
No, we have not.
Patches for your kits, accessories, which they like. They have really cool like pen lights.
See, again, that's such an AT thing, man. You really want a cool pen light. Like it's really dope.
Yeah.
Right? It's like cool.
Yeah.
It's right up there with scissors.
Which I feel like also like other things made by ATs, more accessories, Stay Crafty.
Yes.
Totally popular for ATs with the stickers, patches, badge reels. She's making badge cards now, which are little cards that have like kind of like quick reference
that's
guide
cool.
things. I think those would be great for students, or like I guess anyone. Stationery, so like thank you cards.
Nice.
All of the above. She probably has more.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And then our latest find is the AT Daily Journal.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Which is made by athletic trainers. Actually, athletic trainers who have a podcast.
Nice.
So, AT Chat, we're going to work with them pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. But they have a journal. We've been sharing some of their prompts. If you go on our Instagram, we have some of their you can kind of see like a sneak peek at the journal too.
Yeah.
But they have an Instagram. You can kind of check that out. They're available, I think, on Amazon. But that would be a great gift. And I was scrolling, I was like going through it, and I think a lot of them are also good for posing to your students.
Yeah.
Like those would be just great discussion points, not just like reflection for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, I'm just thinking like other things made for ATs by ATs. Erica Marcano on Instagram, Notorious ATC. She has a lot of like burnout stuff. So if you're like trying to find something for an athletic trainer who's like maybe dealing with some burnout, or maybe even not dealing with burnout, but it's just like good things to know. She has a lot of references and stuff that you can like look into there. Do you know anything else by ATs for ATs? AT-owned businesses. I know there's a ton.
Yeah, I know
we're missing a ton. I know there's a couple of other shirt businesses. I'm trying to think of off the Graphic AT Apparel, I think is one of them. I'm trying to picture what I see when we scroll on our Instagram.
I know, right?
You want to move into kits?
Yes. Oh, love talking about kits.
So I did include this because I know this is something that people usually ask for, like for a gift. I think it's a great like graduation gift, or it's a great like thing to ask for, kind of like and some of them are kind of more expensive. So something that like maybe is a like pool gift, or like even like people can contribute towards it, you know? And I did ask how many, like what kind of kit people are kind of going with, because I know the toolbox is kind of getting more, like that trend is catching on.
Yeah, I feel like it's so sport specific, you know? Like
it is.
Like for me, like I don't need that much stuff like with me courtside, you know?
Actually, I feel like courtside it would be really helpful.
Yeah, there's not one time that I've thought like, oh, I need this too. And like, I'm looking at my setup like, God, why do I have so much stuff out here?
I feel like it's just like a nice portable.
It is nice and portable, and it is weather resistant.
Right. So actually I was talking
to big thing.
So actually, let me go back because we're still at 79% of people who use a traditional kit,
yes.
according
I'm a
to
big
our
fan
poll.
I have been a med pack guy from day one.
Yeah.
I love my med packs. That's what I first got exposed to, and ever since then, man, I just can't let go of it.
My big beef with all of the AT kits in general is that they lack wheels.
Okay, you know what?
Some have wheels, but I feel like not enough have wheels. I think that my kit is the most perfect kit. I don't think that you can get better than my kit.
Your kit is nice. I like your kit.
Except that it doesn't have wheels. And when I had the larger version of my kit, I have the Kramer shoulder bag. It's literally called a shoulder bag. The big one, I used to have the big one.
The big one's huge.
so heavy. It was so heavy.
Yeah, I remember that
and
thing.
Okay, and like I'm 5'2", 125 pounds. Like I'm not the biggest person. And every single time that I'm holding this kit, I get comments from people like, "Oh, you got a kit that's bigger than you." All the time. And it's so heavy. So I'm like, can you just please put it on wheels? That would be so much nicer. I have the smaller one now. I have the medium size, which
is still nice.
I was really hesitant about getting because I really filled and used the large kit a lot. But now, like, I do use a trunk for football practices. And I didn't, the way my last job was, because I still had the trunk, but I couldn't bring the trunk out to practices.
It was not easy.
Right. So I really did work out of my kit.
Yeah.
So I really did use a lot. Here, I'm not really working out of my kit as much except for at different sport games.
Yeah.
But like the trunk, I think if I didn't have a trunk, the toolbox pack out would be nice.
Yeah, that's true. And like I said, it makes sense for sure for football, right?
Right.
That definitely makes sense.
Right. But I think that's like the biggest thing that I'm like, are we still making kits without wheels?
See,
like we know
mine was supposed to have wheels.
What do you mean it was supposed to have wheels?
I'm pretty sure because I got my kit when I was a grad assistant. I gave what I wanted to the full time, right?
Mm-hmm.
The full time AT that was ordering it for all of us grad assistants. I'm pretty sure the one I selected had wheels. It came in with no wheels. Well, I'm a grad assistant. I just got a free kit, so I'm just like, oh yeah, that's great. So I think I was supposed to have wheels.
Right.
I don't, and it's fine. Again, especially
Your
now.
Your kit is so big.
I love my kit. It's really fine now because again, my courts are literally just down the hall, so I don't even have to walk that far with it anymore. Now, when I was walking from the bus, that was a trek sometimes. And like, I don't want the kids touching my kit. Like,
I make other people hold my kit sometimes.
I let the one that get the table. I never wanted to take the table. That was the freshman's job.
I usually have someone carry my kit with me. I don't like to leave my kit just unattended. I know some people do that, but I don't like that.
Yeah, no, usually my kit's pretty close to me.
Yeah. So Kjersten M said a backpack kit. Actually, a couple people responded with backpack kit. I think this was the strongest backpack kit cohort that we've had.
Interesting.
I've never heard of anyone who is very into a backpack kit, but like this time, like a few people messaged about the backpack kits. She said, I visit my locations much like a per diem AT, and I don't have an office of my own, so I could not live without my Mueller backpack kit.
Interesting.
It's also nice. I don't have to store tape for a whole team in my kit all the time. The kit has dividers just like regular over-the-shoulder kits. I love that I can still choose to use the handle or shoulder strap, and the backpack part can be completely tucked in. It also has waist and chest support, so it's really nice for when I have to park far away or don't have a cart to help me carry everything. The only downside is the kit has holes for keeping an O2 tank inside, so it's not as waterproof as I'd like, but since it's on my back, I can easily use an umbrella when I'm walking around.
Oh, nice.
She also talked about like a cover, like an elastic cover, which I feel like a lot of kits come with. Like my kit comes with that now.
Yeah.
I always forget about it when it's raining. However, it's sitting in the back of the kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Also, some people said they just got like an Amazon backpack, like a almost like a tactical backpack.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people are just using things that have like a lot of compartments, and apparently it's working for them.
Nice.
So I'm like, that works. Because I asked all of them, like, is it a big sack?
Yeah.
Or because that's the reason I don't like sling packs. To me, they feel like a big sack.
That's the wrong answer, but okay.
But like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it has compartments, like that makes it so much. And if you can put in,
it makes it nice and organized, you know?
Right.
Because that is true. Like, because you need to separate from just a regular backpack, which just most times just throw stuff in.
Right.
That doesn't work very well for the AT.
No. So going back to this toolbox idea, we had a lot of people message about the toolbox. There were a lot of people who have tried like one brand or like, some of them, they're like, oh, the latches didn't work for me, or, this one, I don't remember if it was this one or another one, that they said at the time it was the only one with a drawer. So Felix L said he uses a Milwaukee pack-out with a drawer pod. The top case is a flip-up. The middle case is the drawer, which is that you can organize the tape and stuff. Yeah. The bottom is everything that's bigger, like the splints, the foam, etc.
Yeah.
It's so sturdy. It's easily adaptable. It has to survive bus rides and packing and unpacking.
That's true.
He said, I work with ice hockey. To be honest, Milwaukee was the setup I used to have in minor hockey. Now, in major, I pack twice the amount, so I have a dedicated custom chest in the away ATR with a bench bag for games. But for lower levels, it's impossible to have that set up price-wise. And we also used to have soft trauma bags, but transport made them disgusting after 1 to 2 seasons because like the snow and the mud. Yeah. Switched to the pack out at the end, and I just emptied it and washed it with a hose.
Oh, nice.
Not a lot of people can say that about their kits.
Yeah, no, I definitely can't wash mine out with a hose.
Right. So then I was like, man, this would be perfect. I'm thinking like, baseball, softball.
I was going to say, you know what kits need to be washed out?
Baseball, softball.
Those need to be vacuumed, dry cleaned. I don't care. Like, they get so gross.
I am walking out to baseball today, and I am not, like, I had to pick which shoes I'm wearing today. Yeah. Because I was like, oh, am I going to be on the baseball field? I have to wear these shoes. Yeah. That's just how it is.
That's just how it is. All the baseball, softball ATs know this.
So speaking of baseball AT, so in our 5% other category, Chris C says a Pelican case. Ooh. It's your traditional kit, but with hard sides and completely waterproof. It is a very common thing to use in the professional baseball setting.
Ooh, interesting.
I took a Pelican 1510, which is about the size of a medium med pack, and got their Trek pack, which are rigid organizers that you can custom cut to fit as you like. So it looks like dividers in a normal kit. And I have a lid organizer. And it has wheels.
Oh, there we go.
He said, I don't use the wheels regularly, but it's nice to have when needed.
It's fair.
Right. So the Pelican kits, we used to have one for our AED. The only thing that I didn't really like about it was that it was like you couldn't tell that it was an AED.
Yeah, you don't know what it is.
I think that needs to be labeled, and in the time that I was there, I did not do that. That's something that I should have prioritized, but yeah, if you're using it for your main med kit, like those things are heavy duty.
Yeah, those are heavy duty. Big time. I mean, throwers use it for some of their implements, so that just tells you how heavy duty. Yeah. Yeah, those Pelican cases and track are big, like amongst the throwers.
We didn't get anyone talking about camera bags this time, but I feel like the last time we had a lot of people talking about camera bags.
The camera bag,
that's right. Like, and it's padded.
Yeah.
Okay, so going into the most important, I feel.
Yes.
Something to stay warm, I feel like is something so easy to get for athletic trainers. I feel like that's something that people always need, unless you're weird like Randy and you are only indoor, which even then I feel like you need to stay warm in the gym.
I do have my hoodie.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a big hoodie guy. Love hoodies.
So I asked, what are your secrets for staying warm on the sidelines? I feel like this could be a whole entire episode in its own, and I think it has been.
Yeah.
I feel like 37% people said heated clothing.
Nice.
28% of people said doubled socks or doubled their pants.
Yeah.
And 28% of people said hand warmers, and 6% of people said other.
Hey, you know what's clutch for heated? I got this one from a coworker.
Huh.
The Venom. The high price Venom.
Oh.
Just throw that bad boy on.
I feel like
you're going to stay nice and warm, and your back's going to feel great.
Yeah, just don't wear it under a jacket. You're going to look pregnant.
That might happen. Or buy a heated jacket that makes you look pregnant. You don't want that either.
No. I have one of those. Or I did.
You did.
Where did it go?
Didn't we give it to your dad?
Maybe.
I think we gave it to your dad.
Okay, so Maddie D said, hockey AT here. Every day, my game day dress code is double pants, long sleeve under polo, sweatshirt, light winter jacket, hat, wool socks, additional hand warmers, and jacket ready if away rink is cold. My favorite preceptor gave me alpaca wool shoe inserts for hockey season. Alpaca wool inserts are amazing. They add extra warmth, especially if you're already wearing wool socks. Highly recommend, and they aren't expensive. I always come prepared on game days, and as you can see, I refuse to be cold.
I mean, I don't blame you, especially on the ice.
Oh my goodness. She also said a good winter jacket, especially if you live somewhere that's already cold, like I do, is a great gift. Super useful and practical. I know of hockey ATs who have heated vests, but I haven't tried one. I have never tried. I've never even heard of alpaca wool inserts, but you bet that I have already bought some.
I was going to say, this is probably the first morning that I've ever heard of it.
Yeah. Here's the thing is like I learned if you want to stay warm, you have to ask people who live in cold places.
That's true.
You can't ask Californians.
No.
I just recently, last week, got a new jacket, a warm jacket that's actually nice. Warm, because all my other jackets are just layerable.
Yeah.
I don't have anything that is just like you can wear alone to be warm, because that's not what they sell here in not cold. Even though we think it's cold.
It's different cold.
It is a different cold.
It is a different cold.
I feel like you have to go traveling or go to a place that is warm.
That has weather.
That has weather in order to get warm clothes. And so you have to ask people like Maddie.
Yeah.
Who...
Also the ones who work hockey will know.
Exactly. You want to read this next one?
Yes, this one's by Sarah Y. I feel like I look like the kid in A Christmas Story, but it's never failed me. Base layer is over the knee socks, and then Under Armour shirt and leggings. This is followed by a pair of regular woolly socks, sweatpants, and a long sleeve t-shirt. Third layer is a sweatshirt, jacket, gloves, coat, and a hat and boots. I always have my rechargeable hand warmers plus hot hands. If it's especially cold, I will also have my raincoat for an extra top layer. Gift idea, for sure, woolly socks. Gotta put that air layer on your feet to keep them warm. I have a pair of fingerless alpaca wool hand warmers that my mom got me. They are very light but very warm. Keeps my hands functioning so I do what needs done without fighting with my gloves. Ooh, that's cool. That's smart.
See, I've never even heard of that.
That's the worst. That when hands are cold and you can't use your hands.
Right. And that is actually why I use a rechargeable hand warmer like every day when it's cold. You will see me in the clinic, even in the clinic with it.
Yeah. My
students ask me, what the heck is in your pocket? Listen, I will tell you. It is a rechargeable hand warmer. You can get them like pretty cheap. I give them as gifts. Actually, I don't think I've given them as a single gift, but I always talk about it.
Yeah.
I was going to give one to my co-head last year, and then she bought one for herself because they are so great. Yeah. Like, they are game-changing.
They are game-changing.
They are game-changing.
So this reminds me of when I had cross-country. We took a trip to the University of Minnesota. And, cross-country season, right? It's going to be a fall sport. So we were out there in October. I think at race time, it was 8 degrees.
Oof. So
really, I feel like it wouldn't have mattered if it was like 15. It just felt cold.
Yeah.
But I just had my regular pants, and then I put sweats over them. And then my top layer, I still have my polo. Just, got to be ready. And then a hoodie, and then a windbreaker jacket over that.
You didn't have your fleece line pants yet, right?
Nope. No, I just had sweats at that time. Which, by the way, I just ordered. So that year, at the beginning of the year, we were all given, hey, here's an allowance of gear that you could just spend whatever, right? We got our normal gear, and then we got, hey, here's just whatever you want. And I said, ooh, dude, I'm getting sweats because travel's cold sometimes. Because like for track, when we do either cross country or indoor track, we have to go somewhere cold because, here in California, there's no like indoor track.
Right.
All right. So you go somewhere cold for indoor. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be a genius. I'm going to get sweats. Super clutch.
Came in right in time.
They came in right in time.
So I also asked about AT pants. And so many people, and there wasn't a one overwhelming brand, but like so many people said fleece lined pants.
That's fair. I feel like I just get too hot in them.
You have fleece lined pants.
I do, but I don't wear them very often.
I see. I thought you meant you can't ever.
No.
I was like I've seen you wear them.
Yeah, it's hard for me to choose when to wear them because like I do get really hot. So it has to be pretty cold for me to bring out the fleece lined pants.
I have fleece lined leggings that I put under my regular pants, and I wear hiking pants for just for work.
Yeah,
actually a lot of people said hiking pants, like Prana. We both wear Prana pants.
Yes, we do.
People overwhelmingly actually this time a lot of people said Eddie Bauer.
Interesting.
Like a lot of people. I feel like I don't know anyone off the top of my head who has told me they wear Eddie Bauer.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to picture what that is, but I mean, obviously it's a pant that a lot of people love. Columbia, which I have one pair of Columbia pants that I actually don't really like, but I love all their other clothes. We had actually Lululemon was pretty popular, which
I need some pants like that.
I feel like I was also surprised. I think a lot of people like their joggers. And this is another thing, like, okay, maybe you can't buy like Lulu pants for someone, but you could get them like a gift card.
Yeah, it's true.
Under Armour, Target, 511 Tactical, Mountain Hardware, Vori, which we have a discount code for. Brittany sent us like probably a year ago, and we never put it on the website. So that is going to be on sometime when we finally update that. I think there's another promo code that someone also sent us. Again, we got them. We responded, which also speaking of, our email has been like a little weird and has been filtering out like tons of emails. And so we missed a bunch of emails. If we haven't responded to you, please send it again because a lot of them went to spam, and I think it only keeps it for a certain amount of time.
30 days.
Yeah. So please send it again.
Well,
so we make sure to get that.
I feel like I'm surprised, but Nike golf pants.
No one said Nike.
I'm surprised. I love my Nike golf pants.
Do they still have them?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I think Nike still makes golf clothing. I mean, I could look on Amazon right now, and I think they're still there.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought they didn't make them anymore.
I know they don't do golf anymore, but I think clothing they still do. I love my pants.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So our last warm shoe. Actually, this one is about warm shoes.
Hey, here we go.
This one's anonymous. They said layers, thermal base layers, wool, or any fluffy thick jacket with a wind and water resistant coat. I have a fluffy Columbia quarter zip and a full zip jacket that I wear under my coat when it's really cold, and I stay warm the entire game. I would also say Boggs insulated booties are a good gift. They are spendy but worth it. They are warm and water resistant with a tennis shoe like sole.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See, anything that keeps you warm is definitely worth it, especially if you're in a place where you need to stay warm.
Or that is water resistant because that's the thing is like,
yes.
I sometimes wear like my hiking shoes when it's going to rain.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I don't really want to wear, I don't want to wear out my hiking shoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it would be a good idea to get a waterproof shoe.
Yeah.
So you don't have to put, what do people do? The ice bags over their socks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, but I feel like gift cards for any of these places are a really good idea.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like anything like that you can, if you're giving it to an athletic trainer, I feel like anything for their kit or anything to stay warm are really good ideas. They're going to think things are going to be getting used.
Yep.
No one talked about like coffee or tea.
Oh, interesting.
I feel like those are really simple.
Yeah. And a lot of ATs like either one of those.
Right. I feel like that's kind of simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, I didn't really ask for like gift ideas specifically. I kind of asked in specific categories. So maybe that's why we didn't get a lot of, I mean, we did a gift guide before. So I feel like this is more of like the, what do ATs like, and not like, what are some gifts that you can, you know, they kind of go hand in hand though.
Yeah, for sure.
And CEUs, it's a reporting year. So that's always a good, always
the gift of CEUs.
The gift of CEUs. We have CEUs on our podcast. MedBridge, we're working with MedBridge to get you $150 off if you use code ATCorner. So that's a great gift. Do you have like any other like last minute kind of things?
No, I think that's good.
Actually, one of my student aides got me a mirror one year, and I still have it in my kit.
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
Yeah, and I use it for like if someone gets something in their eye, or if they break their nose, or like anything like kind of face related. Like the mirror has been super helpful. Like sometimes when I've had people like drop their contacts and they don't want me to put them back in, like if they want to put them back in, then like here's a mirror.
Yeah.
I feel like a cute little mirror is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of it for gifts. So we do every other episode as education or stories. This one was a story episode. Next week we'll be back with our education episode.
Yes.
And I believe we're doing one from our sports medicine update that we did back in June.
Yes.
So keep an eye out for that. And then real quick before you go, we do have a couple words from people who love keeping our podcast going just as much as we love making it for you guys. When we host interviews, we use Zencastr. It is a great service that we have found to be so easy to use. It is something that records on each person's own laptop and uploads it to get you the best sound quality, almost like you're sitting here with us. We've been using this for a couple years. It has worked really well for us. We have never had a problem with it. And it's really simple for our guests to just hop on with the link that we give them. And then they're able to just, share everything that they have to say. And then we're able to do everything else on our end. If you guys are interested, I know some of you guys have talked about making a podcast before. You can use our code. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use my code ATCorner, and you will get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. We want you to have the same easy experiences that we do for all of our podcasting and content needs. It is time to share your story.
Thank you for helping us showcase athlete training. Behind the tape. Bye.